Welcome to another episode with your chapter crush sweetheart. This is Everblue Presents More Than Enough, a chapter crush sweetheart series. Nicholas, chapter 12. Wherever you are, there my heart is. So, let me get this straight. You booked a whole chalet for just you, me, and Alfie? Bryony takes in the large wood and stone house from her perch on Doris. Against the backdrop of the Alps, with its green rolling hills and small lake, it's quite beautiful. With a nod in response, I sweep off my helmet, and turning towards Bryony, I undo her chin strap and remove her helmet. I can't help smiling at the scowl lighting her face. I think someone's hungry, but I know better than to mention that now. We're not 5 minutes down the road from where the rest of the cast and crew are staying, Bry. It's no different to other arrangements we've had over the years. She's looking at me skeptically, with good reason. A large chalet for the three of us is quite unusual. I'm not a flashy man. Practical, useful, functional. That's what I primarily care about. I don't mind staying with the crew. I don't mind having the smallest room in the lodge. What I do mind is anything that disturbs my peace and safety and those who work with me. Which means, if I'm going to be on set all day with the woman who was haranguing my life the last time I saw her, that's where my being accommodating comes to an end. I won't subject Bryony to further harassment and refuse on principle to sleep under the same roof as Amelia. The production staff understood, of course, and they were more than happy for the surplus room in their budget. As an added bonus, they won't continue to be harassed by my co-workers using rooms that could go to someone else. Win-win-win. Yet, Bryony is still on the motorbike. I tug on a curl hanging from under the kerchief tied over her hair. What's the matter, my life? Bryony frowns, her brown eye searching mine. Why do you keep asking me about your life? I don't see anything at all wrong with your life at the moment. I smile down at her. Then why is she still sitting on the motorbike? We still have half a day here, and I wonder if you'll venture out to dinner with me at the little restaurant we saw halfway down the mountain. Bemusement lines her face, but she nods. Okay, but first let me shower and change into real clothes. And let's ride in something with a roof. Agreed. I grin. Removing our sacks from the top box, we stow our helmets and gear before walking up the few short stairs of the chalet. It's still kind of big for just the three of us, isn't it? Bryony asks. Inputting the code in the keypad, I nod in response. There are 5 bedrooms, but it's good to have other rooms to work out in or convert to an office. The code is in our shared app. Okay, thanks. Bryony acknowledges as the heavy wood door swings open. One of the things I love about her is that she's always full of a sense of wonder. Nothing ever becomes old hat or unimpressive. I think it's part of her secret for savoring life. Closing the door, I lean against it as I absorb Bryony's reaction. I've always enjoyed seeing the huge smile on her face when she encounters something new. How her eyes bounce around as though she doesn't know what to look at first. Yet, I wonder when I began deliberately doing things to see that look bloom on her face. All we've done is step into the muted cream and grey great room, its floor-to-ceiling windows providing views of green hills and white-capped mountains reflected in the lake below. Yet Bryony is aglow. This is gorgeous, Nick. Oh, maybe we can go stargazing. She bounces around the great room as she looks back at me hopefully. I smile tiredly. I should hope so. Alfie's stocking a month's supply of your favorite hot cocoa for such a purpose. Bryony's smile grows wider as her dimples appear. We can drink it in front of the fireplace. Look at this sofa. It's huge. Excellent idea, love. Despite it being summer, the evenings will be cooler at this elevation. I'm so tired from the journey. I'm nearly tempted to forego dinner in favor of curling up on the sofa. I take in the wide planked, warm wood floors, the stone mantel of the fireplace, and the broad beams bracketed between the skylights and the lofted ceiling, and nod in satisfaction. Brilliant. However, Bryony's already gliding over to the kitchen with its double ovens, 8-burner stovetop, and double stainless steel refrigerators. A breakfast nook on the other side of the kitchen provides another stunning view of a different mountain range, and she runs a hand over the fine woodwork of the table as she contentedly takes it in. We could cater from here. There's so much space. I love it. Smiling as I push off the door, I walk towards the kitchen. I'm glad it meets your approval, Princess. She grins at me as she begins examining what's inside every single charcoal-painted cupboard. Alfie should be on his way with shopping soon, I remind her as I pull a couple of bottles of water from the fridge. Uncapping one, I hand it to her, charmed by the shy smile she flashes me as she accepts it. I raise my brows, but the smile is gone just as quickly. Bryony nods. Oh, good. I see we're light on the staples. I walk over to a black marble countertop and knock on it. Is this going to be okay for your breads? Her eyes widen as she excitedly slaps a hand to her forehead. That's right! I forgot you can start adding more carbs to your diet again. I got an email from Bert and he said you're going to start bulking now. He's changing up your exercises to accommodate the weights so that you're building muscle as healthily as possible. What day do you film the reunion scene this week? I snort as I lean on a bar stool. Leave it to my fitness trainer to take the joy out of gaining weight. Tomorrow, I respond. Bryony nods. Okay, good. So I'll do some stews as a lead-in. Good news, that means a bit more potatoes. I mean, sweet potatoes, but a win is a win. I chuckle. It's hard to believe that a few months ago, her teasing me about potatoes would be enough to stir up feelings. Now look at me. One look and the woman has my stomach in knots. Do you want to see the rest of the place, love? I ask with a smile. Oh yeah, let's see what they did with the place. Interestingly, the master suite and a smaller bedroom are on the first level, with the remaining bedrooms on the upper level. Stepping into the master suite, there's a fantastic view of the mountains with a deep balcony outside the windows, but the stone feature wall behind the king bed captures Bryony's attention. When she runs her hand on the white fur blanket on top of the puffy down blanket, I walk over to do the same. I raise my brows. It's so soft. Her amazement is palpable as she looks up at me. I know. I just want to rub my face in it. My brows twitch as I swallow. I clear my throat. If you want, you can have this room. I can take another. Her brows slam down as she backs away. What? No. This is the master. This is your room. I sigh as I walk towards the ensuite. The master will always belong to my life. If you want it, it's yours. Turning to the bank of switches, I turn on the lights to get a look at the bath. Large flagstone flooring and stone countertops complement the wood and stone throughout the cabin, but the look is softened by gold fixtures and a white polar rug. A small water closet houses the toilet, and a large stand-up shower with a stone feature wall faces views of the Alps. Does every room have a view? Yet Bryony doesn't see any of it. Why are there 2 bathtubs? She stares at the 2 large tubs that run along a wall of windows facing a stand of trees. Maybe it's his and her bathtubs, I deadpan. Her head whips all the way around. What? You're right, darling, that's silly. Who would pass up an opportunity to share a tub? I smirk when she starts coughing. Just kidding. No, I imagine one tub is for soaking and the other's a jacuzzi. See the jets? I point to the holes in one of the tubs. Bryony has barely managed to regain her composure. She nods. Oh, that makes sense. Wow, this bathroom is so well done, but this shower stall is completely see-through. Are you going to be okay with all these open windows? I quirk a brow, and when her cheeks redden, I smile. I think having the curtains will help, so no peeking. What? She cries, already backing towards the door. I would never. Oh, that's right. You and your American prudery. I chuckle. She scowls, putting her hands on her hips in mock outrage. Excuse me? I laugh, holding up a hand in defense. Your words, not mine, my love. I gaze at her, willing her to remember that night, but she looks at me incredulously. Then she abruptly turns around, shaking her head. Okay, whatever. I turn off the lights as I follow her out of the toilet. So you're taking this room, yes? She looks at me like I'm having a go at her. Are you serious? I smile. Yes, dearest, truly. Allow me to locate the luggage and I'll bring it in for you. Absolutely not, she squeaks, panic in her eyes as she runs from the room. Fascinating. I chuckle as I follow her into the room across the hall and immediately notice it's a lot smaller than the master, but it feels very cozy. Another king bed sits against a wall, adjacent to a large double picture window with a cushioned window seat. Bryony is sitting on the bed, running a hand over the grey fur blanket and fur-lined pillows. I turn away before she starts rubbing her face against them. There's only so much a man can take. I poke ahead in the toilet, and despite there not being two baths and tall glass shower, there's a water closet, a deep combination tub and shower, and sink with a stone countertop. I'll be fine in here, Bryony calls. But where's the luggage? I'll check, I offer, stepping into the hallway to call Alfie. So, he answers. We've arrived and we're looking for the luggage. Where did you place them? In the master suite, in the closet. I nod, remembering how we walked past the walk-in closet. All right, and where's Bryony's luggage? A pause. In the master suite, in the closet, sir. I shake my head with a smile. I see what you did, Alfie. What's your ETA? 4 minutes. Good. We're in the 2 bedrooms downstairs. We're likely going out for dinner. Will you join us? A brief pause, then. No, sir. I have plans with Canva and a bottle of Pinot. Do you know how hard it is to plan for 3 different wedding venues over the course of 4 different seasons? I quirk a brow. Alfie, we're not. Ah, sorry, sir. There's nothing you need to worry about. Good job getting her to stay on the same floor with you. Oh, I wasn't asking for praise. You know what? Never mind. Cheers. After retrieving her luggage, I knock on Bryony's door. When she responds, I poke my head in. Are you decent, love? This time, she responds dryly from the bed, propping herself up on her elbows. I swallow and open the door wider. Here's your luggage, I mutter, sitting the large suitcase on the luggage stand and leaving the smaller carry-on bag beside it. When I look up, Bryony's dark eyes are following me as a smile plays at her lips. I smile in response. What is it? Her dimples appear, letting me know I'm about to get teased. It's nothing. I think I just realized that your muscles aren't just for show. I lick my suddenly dry lips and gaze back at her, fighting that same feeling of nervous excitement that had zinged through me at the petrol station when she winked at me. Is she really flirting with me? Clearing my throat, I smirk. If you're interested in learning how I got them, I'd be more than happy to let you join my workout regimen every morning. Bryony's mouth drops as she sips up abruptly, and I wink in response. Ha ha! She awkwardly laughs, hustling off the bed to rush towards me. I think it's time to get the dirt of the road off me. We're burning daylight and all of that. Realizing that she may not have realized I was teasing, I panic and blurt out, I didn't mean to say that you need to work out. You look great now. When she frowns, I realize my error and hurry to add, not that there was ever a time you haven't looked great. You've always been beautiful, and you don't need to change a thing. It's just nice to have company when doing things, and I always enjoy your company, so I thought we could work out together in the morning since you like my muscles, or that really didn't. Nick! Bryony shouts, covering her eyes with a hand. The ensuing silence is awkward and quite loud. I'm such an idiot. Why did I think having acted in a few roles could prepare me for real life when there are real feelings and real consequences on the line? How do people do it when it's not scripted? I sigh. I'm sorry, Bry. I only meant that. Well, you see, Nope, she exclaims, lifting her hands from her face. It's then I see the amusement shining in her eyes and realize she isn't upset with me. The wave of relief draws a smile out of me. Nikki, babe, if you'd like me to come and spot you, then you'll have to work out when it's not the crack, okay? Having breakfast ready at 5:30 a.m. is already a feat of magnificent proportions on shooting days. I chuckle as she continues, hands on her hips, her shoulders thrown back as she pretends to scowl up at me. Seriously, if you want someone keeping you company at 4 a.m., I'm going to need my fiefdom like yesterday. Now, she says, drawing close to reach round me and open the bedroom door. Run along, dear boy, and get ready for din-dins, because I could eat a bear. I smile as I take a backward step into the hallway. But just think how good your muscles would look if you joined me, I deadpan. With a roll of her eyes and a quirk of lips, the door slams in my face. I burst into laughter as I cross the hall to my room. Forget trouble. Trouble was several weeks ago. I've blown past that time. Now I'm fully and unapologetically in love with my life. But how do I tell her that? End of chapter.